Unit 10. Focus on listening 1. Predicting a volcanic eruption. Section 3. In this section, you'll hear a conversation between two students about an assignment on volcanoes. First, look at questions 1 to 10. Now listen to the conversation and label the diagram.
Hi, Alan. Long time no see.
Oh, hi, Sarah.
You look busy. What is it? An assignment?
Yes, on volcanoes. But I'm having a bit of trouble with it.
We did that one last year. What's the problem?
Well, I'm looking at ways of predicting when a volcano's likely to erupt, and I've come across this diagram.
Looks interesting.
Yeah.
Can I see?
Sure. It's from a leaflet they give to local people in the Philippines, and it shows the different signs to look out for. The trouble is, they're not all labelled.
Oh, we can probably work out what the rest are. Let's have a go.
Oh, OK, great. Well, starting at the top, there's that cloud of smoke or vapour or whatever. And it's at 3 different levels: high, medium and low. I assume that must be the height of the cloud.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Oh, right. But then we've also got strong, moderate and weak. I'm not sure. Could that be force, do you think?
I wouldn't have thought so, no. That'll be the volume of the cloud. How large it is, basically. The bigger it is, the more likelihood there is of an eruption.
Yes, that makes sense. Now, moving down, we've got something labelled dome growth. Dome, that's the top of the volcano?
Right.
And then ashfall, which is?
See those little spots? I think you get particles of ash raining down.
Ah, from the cloud, I see. Then, up on the slope of the volcano, there's a tree or a bush or something.
Yes, that'll be drying vegetation. As I remember, volcanoes give off an enormous amount of heat before they erupt, and that causes plants and trees and things to dry.
I'm impressed. How do you remember all this stuff?
Just my natural brilliance.
Yeah, right. And then, what's that thing that looks like a hole in the slope?
I think it's meant to show a landslide.
Oh, really? Well, I'll have to take your word for that. I suppose it's not that easy to illustrate. OK, landslide it is. And then we've got... Yes, must be rain.
Well done.
Oh, thanks. And a river of some kind. Would it be a river of lava? No, not before an eruption, surely.
No, I think you'll find that's mud flow.
But you write that as one word or two?
Mud flow, one word.
Right.
They can happen before a volcanic eruption as well as during. And if I remember rightly, they can travel at anything up to 100 kilometres an hour.
Wow, really? You wouldn't want to get in the way of one of those, would you? OK, now, what about these 2 little houses? They seem to be shaking. That's got to be an earthquake, right? Do you get earthquakes at the same time as volcanoes?
Uh-huh. I think the two things are very often linked, in fact.
Right. Then there are things like, well, like little flower pots and a sign saying no water. I guess they're wells. So, wells drying up. What do you think?
Yep, sounds about right for that one.
Next, there's a horse which looks as if it's going a bit crazy.
Yes, that's a very interesting phenomenon. Apparently, some animals can sense when there's a disaster coming, and they behave in strange ways. Dogs start barking, geese fly into trees, things like that. I think we can call it abnormal animal behaviour.
Yeah, I remember reading about something like that in Japan. Abnormal animal behaviour. Got that. OK. Next, there are obviously some unusual sounds to listen out for.
Before an eruption, you get a rumbling sound, like thunder.
Oh, thunder's bad enough. A volcano rumbling must be absolutely terrifying. Right, only one left now. And that's to do with smell, right? Quite an unpleasant smell by the look of it.
Yes, volcanoes give off various gases, and one of the most obvious warning signs is a sulphur smell. It's pretty unmistakable.
Sulphur. Phew, nasty. OK, well, I think that's it, finally. Fantastic. You've been a great help, Sarah. Thanks a million.
No problem. But I'd better fly or I'll be late. Good luck with the assignment.
That is the end of the section. You now have half a minute to check your answers.